and welcome to another Create and Craft with Artisan. I'm Kat and I work for Artizan International, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make pom-poms at home. Okay, so to make these lovely pom-poms, what you will need is some wool, a pair of scissors, a piece of cardboard or scrap paper or even like an old cereal box, some embroidery thread, and your worksheet here, which has your pom-pom maker template on the back. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is take our worksheet and we're going to cut out the pom-pom template from the back. Now there's 3 different sizes, so you can make 3 different sized pom-poms. Okay, so I've cut out my template, and what I'm going to do now is get a piece of old cardboard and I'm going to cut out the template onto the cardboard. To make this easier, if you'd like, you can take a pencil and just trace around the template onto your cardboard. Okay, so as you can see, I've traced this template onto the cardboard. I used a pencil, but I just went over that line with a pen so you could see it better. And what I'm going to do now is carefully cut around this template shape onto my cardboard. Now don't worry about this being super neat because it doesn't matter too much because we're just going to use it to wrap our wool around. Okay, so now I have my cardboard template and I'm ready to start making my pom-poms. Okay, so to begin making my pom-pom, I'm going to take my wool and I'm just going to find the end piece, which is here. And I'm going to hold my pom-pom up in the air and I'm going to start wrapping around my wool, leaving a little bit of a tail around the template. So you want to do this quite tightly so it doesn't fall off the template, but not too tight that you won't be able to slide the wool off at the end. So just continue wrapping around the whole template. Okay, so I'm guessing there, the more wool you wrap around, the bigger your pom-pom will be. So you can keep going. Okay, so I've decided that's how big I want my pom-pom to be. So I'm just going to cut the end. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, whilst the wool is still on my cardboard template, I'm going to take the end that I just cut, put it through the slit in the cardboard, and tie it with the tail that we left at the beginning. So I'm going to tie it in quite a tight knot in the centre of my pom-pom, just like this. Tie it in a double knot. Okay, so now it will look like this. Next, what I'm going to do is very carefully and very gently slide the wool off the template, and it's going to go in the direction that the slit is in. So you're just going to very gently slide it off. Okay, so once I tied a knot very tightly on one side of the pom-pom whilst it was on the template, I have very gently and delicately taken my pom-pom off my cardboard template. And what I'm going to do now is with the 2 tails of wool, I'm going to put it around my pom-pom and tie another tight knot on the opposite side. So just like this. I'm going to do a double knot so it's really secure. Just like this. So as you can see, I've got a tight knot on that side and I've got another tight knot on this side. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and very carefully cut along the looped ends of both sides. You might want to ask for some help for this bit. So that's one side done. Now I'm going to do the other looped ends on the other half. Okay, so now I've very carefully cut both halves of my looped ends, and as you can see, it does look a little bit messy at the moment, but that's not to worry because we're now going to give the pom-pom a haircut. Now to do that, you're just going to get your scissors and very carefully just cut off the very long ends of your wool so everything is roughly the same edge, and don't worry about all the fluff, it might make a bit of a mess. Okay, so you can do this as little or as much as you want. The more you cut, the more fluffy your pom-pom will become. Okay, so I'm quite happy with how that looks. So I'm just going to get my fluffy ends and put them to the side. If you want, you can hold on to these because you could use them in collages and in other craft projects. Okay, so here's my pom-pom. What I'm going to do now is with the 2 tails that we still have, I'm going to tie them together in 1 knot. And this will mean that I can hang my pom-pom up. I could also put it onto a key ring. I could put it onto bunting if I made lots and lots of pom-poms. But yeah, here you have it. This is your colourful, really nice pom-pom. It's very fluffy and I really hope that you had fun making it. Okay, so now I have so many pom-poms and I'm just going to show you a really quick and easy way to make them into pom-pom bunting so you can hang them up like a hanging decoration. What you will need is some embroidery thread and a ruler. And what I'm going to do is just find the end of my embroidery thread, and I'm just going to do, like we did last week for the rainbow collages, do 60 centimetres of embroidery thread. Okay, so this is my embroidery thread. What I'm going to do now is just lie it down, and with all my looped pom-poms, just place them on top of it. How I like. So I quite like it like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie on the pom-poms to the embroidery thread. Okay, so here you have it, a really simple and easy way to gather lots of pom-poms together and make some bunting. Thank you very much for joining me again for another Create and Craft at Home with Artizan International. I really hope that you had fun today making your pom-poms and I can't wait to see them. Join me again next Tuesday where we will be making paper bunting, which you can see behind me here. Okay, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye!